What happened to O?
All right, we are live. Boom. I could swear it seemed like something had been moved in here.
I don't see you live.
Yep, we live.
I'm sending O another one. Hold on.
I don't see you yet live.
He's on. He's got the Xbox app. O did the Xbox app just to get on here.
I'm still waiting for Yen to pop up live. You got him, Double A?
I sent it to him, but
No, I'm talking about you see him on Facebook, Gant?
no, I don't see him.
Me neither.
I see me.
I don't.
Hold up, I'm looking right. Yeah, I see you. You're playing Madden.
I'm not playing. It's just in the background.
Oh, yeah,
What?
Minnesota and the Raiders. Yeah, I got you. I see you.
Okay, what? It didn't, okay, I got it. I had to
Probably
go to
sent
your
it to
page.
Crash. Ooh, can I hit you? Can I hit you with the Oracle intro?
It
Sure.
says you're off on.
Oh, I can do it.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Get Gaming Show, where we talk all things NFL.
My wise man.
So welcome.
All right, Tuck in the
That felt
building.
good.
My dog Kyle in the building. What's good with y'all? As always, we got Buffalo Mike on the mic. We got my man Chewy on the mic, my wise man. And we ready to talk about week 7 of the NFL. All the football fans in the building. Let's not wait to kick it off. We're going to start in the AFC East with the first place New England Patriots. They
What else can you say? They're dogs.
New England is back. Mike Vrabel has brought them back. And at the end of the day, Sunday going to be a test for them. And I think that's going to be their marking period.
Red Bull got them boys cooking. The only thing that I really wish that I would see, and I don't know if it's just me, if it's the flashiness of I want to see them unleash Henderson. Like, stop. Like, you know what you're gonna get in Stevenson. Stop giving him the potential of gonna screw up. You know he's gonna. You know he has ball security issues. Like, and you raved about Henderson and his pass protection and how you want to get him the ball more and you want him on the field. So what is stopping you? What is holding you back from unleashing that? Like, is it because you don't want to, like, throw your eggs out because it's so early in the season still? Or, like, I guess that one I don't understand in my mind.
Maybe it's something that you don't see. It could be something going on in practice. Just like they had a problem with Jaden Blue in Dallas. He would perform one day, not do as well the next day, then perform the next day. It could be something we don't know about at the same time. But regardless of what you're saying, they're still winning. And they found a formula. And, you know, Stevenson does have issues protecting the football, but Mike Vrabel came out and said he still has confidence in the back. And, I mean, he's making a lot of money. I mean, for real, at this point, this is a straight up 2-team race. Buffalo and New England. The Jets are just toast. Miami.
Well, yeah, when they're benching Justin Fields, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good points. Good points. Uh, I'm gonna take my heart out of this and speak as a NFL fan because it's the only way I can do it during this division. Um,
Hey, can we
getting
pause
Steph
real
on.
quick? I apologize. Can we pause and join O's party so O can be a part of it? Because he's letting me join his party, but it won't let him join ours.
So to
Oh,
the Chargers.
I apologize. I didn't mean to cut anybody off. I apologize for the technical difficulty.
All right, hold on.
Guys, a party. Oh, there's Gant. Okay, we got Gant up in here. Oh, we got to get Buffalo Mike up in here.
So I'm gonna say this one more time. I want us to have this straight before I hit this go live button because I really think it looks like shit when we start and then we stop and we, you know what I'm saying?
Not wrong. Now we're now we're struggling to get Buffalo Mike up in here.
What's up, Zach? What's up, Tuck? Zach, you're not gonna hit the like button?
You should be hitting that like button for Gant, man. Men do a lot for the world. If you don't know, you better call somebody.
Like we missing somebody.
Nah, we all here. Wells is here. He was talking about the New England Patriots. I apologize to the world on behalf of the Gant Man and the Wise Man. Wells, you were talking about the New England Patriots. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
yeah, real quick. Just to speed up this division. Getting Stephon Diggs was a great thing that they did, man. They balling. Uh, Drake May is looking like
Thank
he need to be talked about in MVP. MVP. I mean, his completion, what he's rating, his numbers, his MVP status. Uh, my personal opinion, real quick, I think they are benefiting from a weak schedule. They're playing some weak teams, so they're gonna look better than what they are. But a win is a win, no matter how you get it, man. And that's what I got on them. So we can go move on to Miami. Any thoughts on Miami?
Well, before we get to Miami, because I
Oh, I
know
forgot about you. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Oh,
no, y'all good. I was trying to join the party, but I'm still trying to figure out the Xbox. Me and Austin been trying to get me in there for like I don't know what 15, 20 minutes
yeah,
now. So
yeah. What's your
um,
thoughts on New England?
so New England is solid. I think that they a team on the rise. I don't think that Buffalo got anything to worry about for the next couple of years. But if they continue, if they buy into Mike Vrabel, and they can rack up the wins where they matter, I think they can find themselves potentially in the playoffs this year. I mean, the AFC is not like loaded like it used to be. I mean, it's some good teams there, but it's not as like loaded as like the NFC now. It was a little bit of a shift. So I think they a playoff team. I think Drake May could take a step in the right spot. I think we've seen that Stephon Diggs is doing his thing in terms of coming back as off that injury, and he gonna make some noise. They might even get a playoff win, but they not there quite yet. So I like what I'm seeing, but the biggest thing that I like that is what Buffalo Mike said is that they're not um they ain't played nobody, bro. A win is a win, but there's also something to be said for who you play to.
you
Because
can't say they don't play nobody. They beat Buffalo in Buffalo.
That's what I was about to say.
So
yeah,
are we
okay,
calling
so
Buffalo a nobody?
no, but I don't think that their record
Okay.
necessarily
Hold on,
reflects
hold
that. So
on,
they
real
do have
quick,
a statement.
real quick, real quick. We might as well go to Buffalo and move on to the next team because we got more divisions. Buffalo. to go back off your question, I'm gonna go real quick. Buffalo is not nobody, but at the same time, you have to take into consideration we was hurt, bro. That defense is hurt. It was
Okay,
missing a lot of players,
I'm gonna cut you
and
off right there,
and
Wells. We just had it was just July, so I could see if you said this in December, where you know for a fact what you got. The same way Dallas was out there without Diggs and Bland and had some guy named Reddy Stewart out there with Kyer and I can't even say his name, Trabackway Bridges. Hey,
mhm,
we can't use that. We were hurt for an excuse.
you
You
have to,
definitely
bro.
can't because
Hold,
Detroit. No, 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 no,
hold
no,
on,
nah. Because Detroit's defense. I'm
hold,
sorry.
hold on. We ain't on Detroit. We're talking about Buffalo. We'll get to Detroit. But listen, well, you can't bank on Ed Oliver missing 3 weeks, bro. We understand we had a defensive tackle suspended. You can't count on him getting hurt. You can't count on your rookie TJ Sanders getting hurt. Okay, them two players. You only allowed a certain amount of players on the team and as
90.
backups, bro.
90. You're allowed a
It's
90-man roster going into training camp. You cut down from 90 to
understandable.
53,
It's a 53.
and you
Okay.
take
You on,
46 to the game.
and you can only take a certain amount at each position, bro.
No, you can build your roster however you choose to build your roster.
Okay.
But what I'm
So
saying is the
So
same
what
way.
I'm saying, you
Go ahead.
can't bank on that, bro. We had two rookies go down. You can't count on your first round rookie pick and your sixth round rookie pick who made the team. Both of them went down. You can't count on
what the
Christian
fuck is this?
Benford. Them three cornerbacks right there that went down. How many you want us to take?
It's not,
Seven?
I, I,
Okay. If you hold on, listen to this. If you carry seven cornerbacks because you know you weak, what are you going to? Something else is going to be weak. You only going to
mm-hmm.
carry four receivers. You only going to carry three receivers. Okay, what if a receiver get hurt? Now you're going to have a goddamn tight end playing a slow tight end playing receiver. So you got to have it balanced. You can't bank on that, bro. We had Ed Oliver, two rookies, bro. Our linebackers. You can only carry a certain amount at each position to where you're going to hurt at another position. You can't do that because the
Well,
way
30,
I
you can't
disagree,
thirty-two,
do
but
te-
I
that,
agree.
bro.
32
I
teams. 32 teams got the same thing. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Everybody in the NFL is one thing, a professional. I didn't say what I started to say because I didn't want you to take it the wrong way. Because at the end of the day, I've seen teams take 6 defensive tackles. I've seen teams take 2 quarterbacks. I've seen some teams take 2 running backs. Some teams actually carry a fullback. You can manipulate that roster however you choose. But at the end of the day, you go out on that field with the players that you didn't spend time with. You got 53. You got a practice squad. Ain't no excuses. You got to adjust.
So
You got
so
to do
this is
whatever
Not
you
to
so
mention
this is
throughout the week you got
thi-
different
this is what I'm gonna
moves
say
that you gotta
because
do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go where it's two things about it, and I actually feel both stances. I'm kind of neutral on it because I do understand where Austin and Gannon are coming from with the aspect of look at what Detroit just did. If you're supposed to be this elite team that we believe Buffalo to be, then you should be able to adjust and execute through injuries. You don't have your best
Hmm.
guys, but you can still
Absolutely.
win games.
I
And
agree.
but I do agree with Buffalo Mike on the same aspect of your best guys do give you the best chances to win. It's a reason why they're backups as well. So you didn't get the best of Buffalo. I understand that, but I actually agree with both parties on this side. It don't matter if you're that elite team. If you're supposed to be the king of the AFC East, and you're supposed to be jumping on the Patriots, who I just said are a good team but very beatable. They're not that deal. You could have still won that game. I don't want to hear about who was out either. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
everybody got injuries. We can always make that excuse for whoever. If you're elite, go be elite.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I hear you. I mean, agree to disagree, but I understand what you're saying.
What's going on,
Gant,
Ferraro?
you got anything to say? Anything else to say about them Bills?
Now the thing, I'm ready to move on to them Dolphins.
Oh,
Oh,
Dolphins, man.
you might as
What
well.
it
We
what
we
what is it
we
really to
cursing
say?
ourselves, bro. We cursing ourselves talking
What
about
is
the
it to
Dolphins.
say?
I don't even want to talk about.
They they
I abstain. I abstain. I'm not talking about them Bulls.
what
Okay,
is it to say?
Does
the
anybody
double A.
realize that Tua got benched Sunday? Quinn
No.
Quinn Ewers was promoted above Zach Wilson. I think what we're getting
Okay.
ready to have is something we don't foresee, or at least I didn't. This is about to be Quinn Ewers' team.
Do you think
You
Tua
think
gets
so?
traded or Waddle gets
Wait.
traded at the deadline?
Tua gets traded, but it's gonna be a
Who's
team
gonna
of trash
take-
regardless. Like
who's
you
gonna
gonna
want
be much
Tua?
better.
Tua has
I mean,
a
somebody-
huge contract. The
I
only
think somebody would take him.
the only
think
team
somebody
that
would
I
take
think would think
Somebody
about
would.
it is the Raiders.
The
This kid-
Raiders or the Jets.
Yo, let me ask you this. What about the Rams?
Nah.
Nah.
I think they'd rather start with Stetson Bennett.
You don't
than
think
go with
you
Tua.
don't
I
hold on,
think the
hold on.
Rams would trade
You-
for Anthony Richardson before they trade for Tua.
No,
Yes.
absolutely
Yes,
not.
absolutely.
No.
Well,
I
Anthony
don't
hasn't
know.
shown. Anthony hasn't shown anything to me, being that he came out of Florida.
If
might be a
you doing
system.
it, if you doing it with Anthony Richardson, then Sean McVay has the belief that he can do what Shane Steichen couldn't. And the only thing that makes me say absolutely not about Anthony Richardson is look what we thought some people, maybe not y'all, I thought Daniel Jones was a fucking bum. He could just use his legs. But then he
Agreed.
gets with an actual guy that can help him fucking like develop and run plays, and he's looking like a fucking stud through the first 7 weeks of the season as soon as he got away from the Giants. What we do know is that the Giants are a poor organization and they can't seem to manage whatever good they have to whatever they happen to have in their lap and gift. So now I'm looking at the Giants. I'm not looking at Daniel Jones because guess what? He got Shane Steichen, but guess who's also had Shane Steichen? Anthony Richardson, who also can't stay healthy for the life of him, even as a fucking backup. Like
Good point, good
Anthony
point.
Richardson is terrible. Anthony Richardson is garbage. No, he's a bust, bro.
I hear you. Good point. Yo, Farrar, you got anything to say about the Dolphins in the chat? We see you, Dolphins up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. I'm not about to go to this altar. I want to kill people.
Anything?
I'm playing, though.
Anything? Double A? Anything else you got to say about the Dolphins?
I mean, you got to do something and freshen that team up. Otherwise, you're not competing this year. You've already shown that. I mean, I think the CTE is catching up into his brain cells. So, like,
I don't think it's the CTE more so than I think it's just that what we're kind of seeing is that, and we kind of knew this when Tyreek was kind of hurt last year. Waddle's not a number one. He's a good player, just not a number one. He can't dominate a receiver room by himself. And Tua has nobody to pass to if it's not Tyreek Hill. We also see, and I'm not saying that Tua's a good quarterback, but I have seen Tua be better than what he is right now. So maybe it is the CTE, maybe it's the scheme, maybe it's the fact that they've had a garbage offensive line fucking ever, and they refuse to get the guy who keeps getting concussions real help on the O-line, which is dumb as an organization. But we know
What's that in
Miami
the
has used
background?
that for a long time.
I don't know. I think he's echoing himself.
Hold on. Yeah, that sounded like my own voice. I heard myself.
This is my thing.
Go ahead again, man.
This offense that Mike McDaniel is running looks like
Mm-hmm.
it's only good against really bad teams.
Because they're a really bad team.
I mean, whatever that he presented at some point, if he's not willing to tear it down and rebuild it, he should lose his job. Just that simple, in my opinion.
I'm surprised he's not fired already.
Honestly, go be an OC
How many-
somewhere.
He's what 3 seasons now? 4 seasons?
I think
of
4.
Starting this terrible. Have they even made the playoffs under him?
Yes.
I think once.
One time? So you're one of 4 this season, 1 of 5? Because you're not playing in the playoffs with the stacked AFC right now. So you're 1 for 5, and you had a stacked roster at one point. You're fired.
Good
Get out of here.
point. Good
Go,
point.
Go,
Good
get
point.
the fuck out of here.
All right, Farrar in the chat says start the rookie. We all agree, man. All right,
See, why not?
we gonna move on, man. Want to go AFC North?
Hold up, y'all. We ain't talking about the Jets.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The dumpster fire?
Jets.
Nah.
The Jets.
I got plenty to
man.
say about the Jets.
Okay.
I
I'm
feel
gonna go
bad.
real
I
quick.
feel bad for Aaron Glenn. That's about it. I mean, this is first
I
year.
don't. No. I don't feel bad for Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is a defensive-minded coach. What I feel bad for is the fact that he went and hired a moron offensive coordinator that has nothing. You have Justin Fields, who is a running quarterback, and you have Brees Hall, one of the best running backs in the world, and you arguably have a decent O-line. So how in the hell can you not run a basic read option with both of them two, and then run a play action pass with Garrett Wilson or your rookie tight end Mason Taylor and gain fucking yards? Like, how can you not concept that? And then you got your defense out there. I need a ventilator. I need a ventilator because they're on the field so goddamn much.
Good point.
That's
Good
the
point.
Jets' problem.
Good point. Good point.
The
Get
New
man.
Jersey Jets.
Can we go back to week 1?
Mhm.
Week 1, they came out. They had a great game plan. They literally attacked Pittsburgh, and they had a great lead. Matter of fact, I want to say it was double digits until Xavier Gibson's fumble. That fumble turned that whole game around, and then seemed to turn that whole season around for the Jets. Now, even though after the game they did cut him, that team has not looked the same since week 1.
True.
I
Good
mean,
point.
honestly, the yardage, everything has been on a slight descent ever since week 1. And I asked, do we need to go back and watch that complete game? Was it
I
that
forgot
simple
about it.
of an offense for teams to just be like, excuse me, this is what they do, and that's it?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is that
Good
simple.
point.
Justin Fields ran for so many yards, and then the Steelers said, okay, we have to count. Now they started counting for Fields, and he starts finding people. Garrett Wilson
point.
had a great week 1. I mean, at the end of the day, it's easy to say dumpster fire. It's easy to talk shit about them. But they had something at some point. So either every
Can I
team...
ask you a question? Can I cut you off and ask you a question
Sure.
before I forget? You said when we go back and look at Justin Fields and how he ran the ball. My question to you, real quick, is: do you think that they could do that for 17 games? Do you think that his body can withstand that for 17 games? Because we all know what we say about running quarterback.
I think from what I saw week 1 and the different
Mm-hmm.
strategies they were using and the fact that he wasn't really getting hit, he was going out of bounds mostly. I think just the idea is such a lethal thing for a defensive coordinator to think about, that you're already playing them 11 versus 10, in some
Good
cases
point.
11 versus 9, because the
Good point.
defensive ends aren't going to rush. They're only going to come in and stop to contain him.
Good point. Good point, man. Good points, man. Go ahead. Oh, what you got?
Not too much about the Jets, man. I think that they're a team of potential. I do feel a little bad for Aaron Glenn, like I said, because even though it's some things that are his fault, I think those are things that kind of happen with some rookie head coaches. They just have that rough start, right? We can compare
But
him
he
to Ben
made those
Johnson.
hires. That's on him.
That, I'm not
So I
saying.
don't
I'm
feel
not,
bad
I'm,
for him.
Let him finish,
I'm not-
Double A.
You're right. You're right.
I'm
I'm,
not-
sorry. I cut
I'm
you
not.
off.
I'm not saying that I can't hold him accountable. What I'm saying is that I feel bad for him because of those. It's because I want him to win. You know what I'm saying? I want him to do well, but he just isn't. So that's
Should have
what I
stayed
feel
in
bad
Detroit if you
about.
wanted to win.
Well, they make it to the playoffs. They ain't won nothing yet.
All right, I
Dallas
got a
got
question
five,
for
baby, but
y'all.
That's cheap. I'm not gonna go.
Talk about it.
I got
Go
a
ahead,
yes
Cam.
or no for each one of y'all.
Go.
Would you trade Brees
Go.
Hall? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Wells?
It depends on what you're trying to do, man. That's why I don't know whether to say yes or no. I don't know where are the Jets going. I didn't really give my opinion. Where are the Jets going? What are you? You got a great receiver. We don't even know how great because he don't get the ball. They try to get him the ball, and you got a good to great. What is Brees Hall? We know he can ball, but what are you? We don't
Brees
know.
Hall is injury prone. That's what he is.
I mean, but what are you? Are you going to be a pounding team? You got a good backup. Are you going to be a pound 'em team and play great defense? Are you going to be a passing team and spread the ball out and get it to here? I mean, Are you going to be an option team with the quarterback? What are you? Like Gant said, you had a great game plan the first week. Now you're somebody else this week. The second week, now you're somebody. What are you? So I don't know. I don't know whether to say that. I don't even know what are they.
Have
If
y'all
somebody could, that's just my opinion. I
have,
mean, what are they?
have y'all also taken into account that Isaiah Davis was stealing carries from him last year? Not only carries but playing time.
And that's my point. They got a good back. They got a good backup too. So, but what are you, Gant? If you're gonna be a running team, then no, run these two. Be a 1-2. Be a Sonic and Knuckles. Be your
What you
version of
mean? They
Sonic
they
and
they
Knuckles.
they still
Go
There is
go
don't
ahead.
have
no
a
other
one.
version of Sonic and Knuckles. I'm gonna
Hold
point
on.
that
Let me
out right here,
finish.
right now.
I'm not saying. I said be your version. You don't have to be that. Be your version. But what are you? But you got Garrett Wilson. That he needs the ball. He's a good receiver. But if you're gonna be that, then trade Garrett Wilson. Why not trade him?
Because you just paid him and you trading him right now puts you in salary cap hell for at least the next two, if not three
Okay, but
seasons.
again, my question: can anybody answer? What are the Jets?
They don't even know.
I don't believe
Can't nobody? What are they?
nobody knows what they are right now.
So,
Arguably the worst football team in the NFL right now. That's what they
all
are.
right, good
Got off
points, man.
Rayland.
We made good points, man. We gonna move on to the next division. You wanna go? Where you wanna go, big bro?
Go to the AFC North.
AFC North. Let's talk about. Let's go with them Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Go ahead. Oh,
Oh,
double
oh,
double A.
I
Pop it
I
off.
don't know where he is, but he's trying to
Pop it off.
reconnect. It looks like so.
Pop it off.
Basically, what I'm gonna say is I think they're a great complete team. However, I don't think their defense is like meshing the way everybody thought it would. Now, on paper, they have a lot of big names and a lot of like good quality type of players, but like they're not meshing well together. So that's where they're finding their gaps and their holes. I think come like December time, they're gonna be that steel curtain that they're always considered. I think they're gonna be a little bit more scary come that time. Jalen Warren's been playing out of his mind. Um, Caleb Johnson, he's finding his way to the bench. That young rookie needs to buck up or shove up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it the way I said it. But then they got that veteran leadership. You know, Kenneth Gainwell, Rogers, DK. Like they ain't afraid to talk their shit and back it up. So I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're honestly they're my favorite to win that division right now with everybody getting hurt.
Good points. Good points, man. You made some big statements, man. Um, I'm gonna go real quick. I think Steelers are the Steelers, man. They are who they've been showing us they are for years, man. I mean, we all got eyes. Steelers, they're gonna win. They're gonna sneak their way into a playoff and lose, man. If they make it, man, because I'm gonna go and even though you said they got veteran leadership, these dudes is old, man, and this is a long season, man. And these kids don't get lighter, man. They hurt, man. And I don't think that come crunch time they built for that, man. And that's just my opinion. Can't, man.
I'm gonna be straight up honest. I know it's gonna sound jacked up and lazy, but they're one good hit away from going to the bottom of the barrel. Specifically because Aaron Rodgers is what? My age. He's in his 40s. And the way he was cussing and acting a fool last, was it Sunday night? Or was it Thursday night? Whatever. Yeah, last Thursday night. The way you talk to people. We're all brothers. We don't get along 24/7. We're going to say some shit to one another. But I would never, in public or private, talk to y'all the way he talked to, I think it was either Kenneth Gainwell or Jalen Warren last Thursday. Somebody needs to whoop his ass.
It was Gainwell because Warren was hurt.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to another grown man that way on national or actually international television because the game was on Amazon. Like, who the
Good
fuck do you
point.
think you are?
Good point.
If I was one of them offensive linemen, I look. I'm not saying it as a bad person, but hey, cuz, just come as fast as you can. I'm gonna get out the way. What's up? We got Anthony in the building. Um, we got
Anthony
Anthony
said
Lee.
trash.
Yeah. I don't know what
What up,
happened.
Anthony?
O said he got kicked out.
I
Um,
think his app and stuff is fucked
yeah,
up. He's
yeah.
gonna have to fix it and figure it out.
I don't think you
Yeah.
can. There's certain things you can and can't do. You say fried chicken, fried. We ain't talking about them people. Um, yeah, but talking about Pittsburgh, I think this is gonna be Mike Tomlin's last year. Whether they win a playoff game or not, he's done in Pittsburgh. And
Okay.
them giving DK all that money, excuse me, that was great. But no matter what, next year I got them taking a wide receiver in the first 2 rounds to go with DK because Calvin Austin holds that offense back. Um, I think Caleb Johnson is the future, but I don't really know what to say other than they have to be the front runners to win the division. Baltimore is 1-5. They have to go on like a 5-game win streak, and Pittsburgh has to go on a losing streak for me to consider them a contender.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay. Okay. Good point. All good points, man. Anything else? Final thoughts on Pittsburgh before we move on?
Nah.
All right. Cleveland. Gant-Man say Cleveland on.
they won last week. I mean, we know for a fact that everybody and their mama wants to see Shador because it's Dion's kid. You have his supporters and fans, whatever you want to call them. But you got to give Dylan Gabriel his props. He played well. They won. Quinshon's running the ball well. It's a lot of good things going on in Cleveland. And that defense is legit. They just swapped corners with Jacksonville. Looks like they got the better of the deal so far. Dude already has a touchdown. Cleveland's defense is so underrated. Who knows? They might go on a small win streak, 3 or 4 in a row.
Mm.
With the other teams not doing as well, such as the Chargers and a couple others, they might steal a playoff spot if they go on a quick run. So, I mean, things can shake out and change in a heartbeat. We're still early in the season, approaching week 8. You know, if we were talking like week 11, I wouldn't say what I just said. But honestly, I'm impressed with what Cleveland's doing. Although, I want to know what in the hell went on with the great Kevin Stefanski not not being able to unlock Joe Flacco the way Cincinnati has.
Mm. Good point. Double A.
Uh, I don't. Part of me wants to say I can't blame Kevin Stefanski, but at the same time, I can. I just think Dylan Gabriel wanted it more. He wanted that. I think Joe Flacco was just kind of like, "Oh, I'm in Cleveland. We already all know that your career comes to die here." Um, so I think that was a mutual. Joe Flacco doesn't want to go out the way he was gonna go out if he stayed in Cleveland, but he's like, I can't deal with this bullshit anymore. I'm too old for this type of shit. So I think that's what led to him getting out of there. But Dylan Gabriel wants it more of, I got more to prove. I'm not a big name. I'm not that person that is just gonna get shit handed to me. I gotta go out there and I gotta earn every snap. I gotta go out there and I gotta play like my life depends on it. And that's how Judkins plays too. And I think the front office is slowly seeing like that's what you gotta get out of these players. And I think Kevin Stefanski's, like you said about Tomlin, I think win, lose, or draw, whatever happens, Stefanski's done after this season, if not before the season's over.
But doesn't that just push you back even further?
Not necessarily, because they need the right type of leadership. Everybody said the same thing about Detroit when Detroit got pushed back when they fired Jim Cadwell after finally making it to the playoffs. Yeah, it got pushed back because we hired some stupid moron Matt Patricia. But then you get pushed back into a hole, but the only place to go from that hole is up. So I think that they're finally getting to the breaking point of we need a competent leader. We need somebody that's going to come into this leadership, this locker room, who's not going to bend over backwards and who's going to get the best out of the players and bring that dog back in them that they're known for. And hopefully they find the right hire and they can get somebody that's like a Dan Campbell, because I'm going to tell you what, Dan Campbell almost went there. They lost out on Dan Campbell, and I bet they're biting their ass for it each and every day. Because if they had Dan Campbell with that roster, I'd be scared of the Cleveland Browns.
Wells, what you got?
I think their defense is the truth, man. I think Miles Garrett is probably the third best defensive end I ever seen in the NFL, man.
The guy is a monster.
And I know that's a big statement, and I didn't witness one of the greats play on my team, so I think I'm qualified to say it. We can all agree, however you put them 1, 2, Bruce Smith and Reggie White is probably 1, 2 the greatest defensive ends that ever played. Can we agree?
Yeah, they're up there.
Well,
I got Charles Haley in that mix as well.
okay, but Miles Garrett is up there. He's in that conversation, in my opinion. And when you got one of the greats that would do that, it's a problem. I think that I don't know what's going on with this Shador Sanders. I think he is the better quarterback to take that. I think he's built for the moments, man. I mean, prime time is the greatest cornerback.
What's going on, Clip?
You know what I mean?
Welcome to the conversation.
He's built for prime time, and until they make that, there's no way they can sit there and say, "Yo, we can really go somewhere with this little dude." Man. I mean, come on, is he not the shortest quarterback ever? Behind what, Doug Flutie?
But let's go back.
It,
Just let's stop and look at it. You looking at his stature. They just said the same thing about Drew Brees. Drew Brees went off for how many years in a row in New Orleans? Let's not attack his stature. Let's just look at what he's doing with the football. He's not turning it over. He's
good
looking.
point.
He's looking at
Good
his
point.
reads. I don't want to
Okay.
knock that man because
Mhm.
honestly, I would love to see Dion's kid play. I would love for the Raiders to call and offer a fourth for him. I really would, but I don't live in a fantasy world. I don't know if the Raiders would even want to give up a fourth for him. Maybe that he said something to them to turn them off. But at the end of the day, straight up, the young boy's balling. And he balled at Oregon. And he did have some top tier talent at Oregon. So we know he knows how to get the most out of his teammates. We got Money Mike in the building. What's up, Money?
Okay, I'm gonna throw that back at you. You said let's not look at his stature. Let's look at what he does. What has he done? Man?
He's
Let's
one.
look at numbers. Let's look at numbers, man. Come on, gang. Don't hit me with yo. He won. That was that defense in that run game. Him. Let's look at him and what has he done? He has done nothing, man. I see it. You see it. The world see it. He has done nothing, man. But, like you said, you can't not. He hasn't turned the ball over. And a win is a win, no matter how you get it. So at the end of the day, you gotta respect it, and I respect your opinion, man.
I will say this before we move on. You and I
Go ahead.
both know that you treat a rookie quarterback different. If him and Shador were both,
You almost baby him a little bit.
Hold on. Yeah,
if
go ahead.
y'all, if we all looked at it a year from now, then it's different. But for them to still be rookies, you show rookies one thing, you change another. I don't want to personally see Dylan Gabriel drop back 45 times because then you're taking more chance for a turnover. When I say what I said it from the aspect of when he is throwing it, he knows where he's going with the football. I'm giving him the credit for saying, I have one on one here. That dude, Harold Fanning, looks like a superstar in the making. He has, what's the word I want to use? He has a rapport with some of the young talent. Things are looking good for him in the future. But like I said, they have to stack a few wins and then everything changes. Because, I mean, looking at the NFL, not to change the subject, but God knows if for any reason Aaron Rodgers goes down, we're on week 8, let him go down week 8 or 9. That whole division all of a sudden is up for grabs with Pittsburgh having a good lead.
Good point. Good point. Good point. We got to move Double A real quick. You have something to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say you almost kind of treat rookie quarterbacks a little different. Like you baby them until like you don't have to, and it's always like, oh, do I take you off the leash? Do I not? And it's always a gut feeling, and apparently everybody's gut says F Shadur Sanders, and hopefully one day it doesn't say that.
Good point. Let's move on to the Bengals. Go ahead, Double A. Continue with the Bengals.
Um, I think, I mean, what can I say? They're a quarterback away, and they proved it. I mean, Joe Flacco was able to get the ball down the field. He utilized every single weapon. He completely turned the team around. They looked like they were about to go 1-17. I mean, do I dare say that? Because the way that they were playing, it was getting really scary. But I mean, it just electrified their whole team. Jamar Chase went crazy. T. Higgins had a great game. Tight ends were involved. Chase Brown finally showed back up. The O line actually had some life in it,
Command
forcing
Ives, what's
blocks.
up?
The defense wanted to play. I mean, Cincinnati gonna be a scary team, and if they can compete and make it in and slide into one of them playoff spots, I bet you Joe Burrow plays at the end of the year. I bet you. I bet you he
Good
will.
points. Good points. Good points. I think they balling, man. They got some new life. They feel like they got a quarterback that could get them the ball. And this is the NFL where you put up points. And one thing the Bengals can do when they on, they can put up points. And sometimes you gotta win you to win games, you might have to outscore them, man. Because their defense ain't all that. Their defense gonna get scored on. But can you keep up with that offense? And if they get a quarterback, they show you what they can do. And they dangerous. And that's all I gotta say about them, Gant.
I got one thing that sticks out to me like a sore thumb.
Talk about it.
Just what happens if Cincinnati gets on this ball and that ball gets rolling and Joe Flacco is out there and everything is smooth and Joe Burrow comes back healthy? Do you really switch? Because what happens if you switch and it's like they start losing with Burrow or they don't look as good with Burrow? You can't just switch back. See, that's the thing for me. Because I honestly think it's going to happen. You know, what happens if somebody in the media says something that they shouldn't? Flacco probably wouldn't have threw that interception. That right there is going to start some shit. And then also, what happens if somebody says something and it goes the opposite way, where it's like, damn, should we offer Joe $20 million and trade Burrow to the Raiders? I mean, it sounds a little crazy. It really does. But at the end of the day, I think Cincinnati's going to have success with Flacco as long as they keep winning. But I think it's going to possibly implode.
Good points. I got two questions to ask you.
What's that?
Um, the veteran leadership. Do you really think that it'll go the wrong way is my first question. And my second question is go back off what you were saying is what if they get rolling? What if they get what if they trade people, gang? What if Dallas offer up some of them first picks to Cincinnati for Henderson? What about that? Do you think that Cincinnati could survive the season without him?
No, no, I do not.
So so I mean it's the NFL, anything can happen, but it's Cincinnati. They don't pay player. I mean, that's what they known for. I don't know. I don't follow them. I only go about what I hear. I don't know how true it is. This is just hearsay. And what I hear is they don't play players. That's why Palmer left. I mean, the list goes on. We know numerous of players that have said themselves that they don't pay.
I believe
So
the last
go,
time that they really, really looked good, besides the Super Bowl run, was when Carson Palmer got hurt against Pittsburgh, and I think that kid died like the same year, the year after. Taj Boyd, I think his name was. He won number 15, but that year, I think Cincinnati was going to win the big one. But honestly, Cincinnati has always been an organization that's been afraid of. We gave somebody $200 million, and now they only played 2 games since they signed this 5-year contract.
good point. Good point.
And I don't have any bad things to say about that. It's a fear that I have with Dallas. I mean, look at what I deal with Trevon Diggs. Not to change the team or the subject, it's just the idea of, oh God, he's hurt again. What happened this
Valid.
time?
Good point.
But Cincinnati they have the talent. But if they're not getting to the quarterback, they're just like Baltimore and Dallas. We got Shorty Red in the building. Thank you for this 5 bits, Shorty. They just gotta have something. And right now they've tied up all of their money into the quarterback and the 2 receivers.
Speaking of Baltimore, let's roll right into it. Go ahead, keep it going, gang.
If they lose Sunday, it's over. Or I can't say it's over because, like I said, if Pittsburgh loses Rodgers, the division is wide open. But I mean, if Baltimore goes 1-6, I mean the Bears are a team that I got the Bears winning the game.
Uh oh.
The the Ravens defense is non-existent. Marlon Humphrey looks old. Jair Alexander probably can't cover my fat ass right now. Kyle Hamilton got all that money and lost his ability to play football or read an offense. They traded Oway. I'm missing something. Oh, Roquan Smith got exploited in the Detroit game. He looked like a deer in headlights. He doesn't know what the hell to do. He missed gaps where he was supposed to stop Jameer and David Montgomery. He's in the wrong spot. He got some money. He lost his mental abilities or he just got lazy. Quite honestly, this could be Jim Harbaugh's last year. John Harbaugh, whichever Harbaugh's there.
Hot seat.
Oh, it's definitely a hot seat.
Good points. Good points. Uh, my opinion, real quick, man, on the Ravens is, I think just like Buffalo, man, you got to get healthy. Man. They haven't played with their full offense. They've been missing their fullback since they haven't played with him yet. I think that's a big key loss, man. And yeah, I understand the next man up, but sometimes the next man up ain't like the first man up, man. And that's a big difference, man. And Lamar Jackson ain't been healthy. I think just get healthy, man. Get healthy, get back to playing like how you know how to play. Run Derrick Henry, get healthy, and I think that you'll get in the playoffs and make it run, man. You still got a whole lot of division games left. We all know you ain't getting the number one seed. Don't focus on that. Focus on the division, man. Until you come to Orchard Park and we pop your top again. But that's all I got to say. Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
Skip me.
All right. Final thoughts. Anything else? If not, we're gonna move on to the AFC South, man. Double A. AFC South, man. The Texans.
Uh, I don't know. The Texans are. I mean, they're getting injury prone. I don't understand what the problem is. C.J. Stroud needs to have some confidence in himself. Um, like it's they got to get Nico Collins help. They got to be able to actually utilize it. I think their problem is again the same thing that I think the Jets' problem is like Aaron Glenn is such a defensive minded coach. That's the same thing with D'Amico Ryans. Like I don't see any offensive minded like thrill or drive. Like it's always the same old shit, and everybody's catching up on it and understanding. Like, oh no, here you go. This is the only person we got a zero win on because they don't know how to spread the ball around, and now they're one dimensional. You take that one dimension away, and they don't know what to do. They're lackluster. They ever since they lost Tank Dell, their whole team has just been like, oh my god, what do we do? I'm a child in a chocolate store, but I don't know what to do, and I run around like my head's cut off. Like they don't have an identity, and that's their problem. Like they don't even know who they are. So until they can figure that out, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Good points. Good points, man. I'm gonna go real quick, man. I don't know what is going on with that offense. I don't even know what to say. Maybe they're missing Joe Mixon. I think that's the key when he come back. But if he come back, is he gonna be the man that he was? What's his injury again? I forgot his injury. Ain't it his knee or something?
I have absolutely no clue.
I done forgot what the man injury, but he stayed injured, man. So I don't know. I agree with Double A, man. Nico needs some help, man. But Tank Dell hurt. They just got a whole bunch of get hurt players. So until you fix that problem, you like I said before, man, this is a long season, man. You can't keep playing the season like this. We see it with our eyes. They just make the playoffs. They all beat up. They get whooped by the Chiefs or something. And that's the Texans, and that's all I got to say about them. Gantner,
I want to go back 2 seasons ago to where I told everybody that would listen what was going to happen. The, Tex-
remind us.
the Texans went out here and got Stephon Diggs. They got Joe Mixon. I believe they got another wide receiver. And they totally messed up everything they had going on chemistry wise between CJ Stroud and the young wide receivers. When you add somebody like Stephon Diggs, you just said we're guaranteeing this guy at least 10 targets a game. Otherwise, he's going to cause us problems. Yet, you had a tight end in Dalton Schultz who came to you with experience. And CJ Stroud was spreading that rock around. And everybody was a threat. Everybody was a weapon because of how extraordinarily great CJ Stroud was at reading the defense and saying, okay, these three don't exist. These two exist. And you're talking about somebody like Bob Spots or whatever. And all of a sudden, everybody and their mama knows who Bob is because he's getting 6 receptions a game for 12 yards, but he's still catching those 6 passes. You see what I'm saying?
Good point.
Tank Dell probably never gets hurt if they don't make that stupid trade because he's not going to be in that position. When you have something great, you don't play fantasy football with it. And I believe that's where that biggest mistake came from. The idea of, well, if we add this piece, you shouldn't have even added that piece. You should have worked with what you had because they already had chemistry. If you were going to make a trade, they should have traded for a piece on defense. Them doing some of the things they did put them in the position they're in right now. CJ Stroud, like Chewy said, is basically being attacked for all of his weaknesses game after game, and he's going to have to overcome them in order for that offense to be successful. Whatever the hell is going on with Joe Mixon, Wells don't know, I don't remember, well, who knows? He's not there, so we don't even have to talk about him. Nick Chubb isn't what Nick Chubb used to be. This kid Woody Marks, he's giving them something, so they have something to work with. Are they gonna make the playoffs? They're not gonna win the division. Right now, I'm saying no, because I'm thinking there might be a chance that three teams come out the AFC West. But Jesus, I'm very disappointed in what happened in Houston.
Isaiah, thank you for the stars.
How come I don't see it yet? Isaiah Davis is in the building. And my dog Isaiah, you hit me up while I was working too, Isaiah. Um, let's talk about the NFL leading Colts. Isaiah Davis has got 20 stars. Can we get a hashtag Isaiah?
Hashtag Isaiah. Go ahead, set it off with the Colts game, man. Isaiah, if you got a question or anything you want to say about the Colts, man, please feel free, man. Go ahead again, man.
Everybody thought Daniel Jones was trash. I said, what did he do well enough at Duke to make you draft him? Look what Indianapolis is doing. Everything he did well at Duke. His arm is a threat. Why? Because you're not forcing him to pass it in triple coverage on 3rd down and 20. His legs are a threat. And what has that done? A Jonathan Taylor resurgence. Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs in the NFL, has seemingly become better because he's not facing 8 and 9 man boxes anymore. He's catching the ball. Another threat from Jonathan Taylor, which also does what? Open things up for Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, and one of my favorite personal tight ends in the whole league, Mo Ali Cox. This Indianapolis Colts team is on fire. Offense and defense and special teams. And quite honestly, if you ain't careful,
Star party.
that Colts team might end up in the Super Bowl. We gotta stop. I'm telling you.
Double A. Please respond. Please respond.
I can't argue with his points. I mean, when you say complete team in the NFL, my brain right now, it's going to the Colts. They got veteran defensive leadership. They got young bucks that are buying into the team. They got a great O-line, a quarterback that is game management ready to go, able to do everything perfectly and understand, just how easily their role is, and they all buy in and believe in each other. That is what you do when you have a team that is at the bottom end of their division and you revamp them. That is what the Colts are supposed to be. And I don't want to hear no more of, oh, we're taking for Arch Manning, because that's out the window.
I agree.
That's all I got to say.
Good points, man. It's hard to argue with both of y'all, man, because they just keep winning, man. Jonathan Taylor is doing what Jonathan Taylor do, man. And we all know, man, when you go outdoors in the cold, you run the ball, and they know how to run it, man. And they're gonna be tough, man. And that's pretty much all I got to say about them, man. We gonna roll to the Tennessee Titans.
Oh my goodness! I got
looked a lot better now that they fired their coach.
I'm gonna go, man. Tennessee Titans, man. I mean, I think they're gonna be sellers, man. Go ahead and sell Simmons. Go ahead and get some pieces. I mean, you're already young at quarterback. Get young on defense. Just reset, man. Don't panic. Just go ahead and finish reset. You already reset. You already had the first pick. Get another top pick. I mean, at least he's building a connection with a receiver. Go ahead and trade Ridley and just reset. And that's all I gotta say. Double A.
I agree. I mean, I think that this is where you start letting your young bucks go and, you know, trying to see what you get out of them at least, you know. Are you the value what I want? Are you what I want to build around? Are you gonna have the connection with this young buck? Um, that's kind of what you got to do. You got to see what you got with, and I mean, all the old dudes that are ring chasing, basically, if you get an offer for them and you like it, let them go, revamp, rebuild. You got the quarterback that you say are the future, but I'm gonna say again, I firmly believe this. When you make a new coach hire, you gotta find a dude that will die for those players. You gotta find a dude that's gonna get them young fellas, the old fellas, each and every one of them to buy into that team. Because it ain't gonna do you nothing bringing in some lackluster name who thinks he's all high and mighty and feeds to Cam Ward's ego. We all know he got an ego, but you got to be able to check that ego and get him to play his best version of himself.
Good points. Yeah, man.
I watched the first half of that game specifically to see Cam Ward. We got Money Mike just dropped 1,300 stars. Cam Ward looked great that first half, but it wasn't perfect. Cam Ward is being presented with different things that he can do as a quarterback. And I'm impressed so far. Did they win the game? No. But I think the more we go into the season, I think the more we're going to see Cam Ward start to unlock and start to destroy defenses. If you go back and look at that touchdown pass, I want to say in the second quarter, he led the receiver, dropped it in the bucket. It was beautiful. I see that coming more often. I think we're going to get his best receiver from college soon. I think Tennessee's about to open up some things. We're about to be doing a lot of stuff right here in the AFC South.
Good points, man. If that's all we got, man, we gonna move up to the last AFC division. Oh, I'm sorry, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, man.
I think even though he's owed a lot of money, Trevor Lawrence is going to be out of Jacksonville at the end of this season, if not before. Call it a
See that?
call it a bold prediction. Call it what you want. Him and Liam Cohen are not going to work.
I could see that.
Go ahead, Double A. What you got? Or what you finished, yeah?
I'm done.
I
Go
could
ahead,
see
Double A.
that. I kind of agree with him. I think I think they need to go back to the drawing board a little bit more on. They need to use Travis Hunter in games where he's needed as a receiver more because they're so much more open and spread the ball around when they have him as a threat, Brian Thomas as a threat, Brett Strange as a threat, ETN out of the backfield. I mean, they are so much better when they have both of them as options. And granted, does I mean you're finally getting there, cool, but like you have to be able to be smart and use them in the situations that you need them. If you don't need Travis Hunter out there every single defensive snap, then don't use him every single defensive snap. Let him get a little bit of breather so that when your offense is out there, you can utilize him. Utilize him as a shutdown corner on the big third downs when you need him, on the big defensive drives that you need him. That's when you use him on defense. Otherwise, let that man cook. He looks so electric when you let him cook in London. That's what you need on your offense, and that's what will turn your team around.
Good points. Good points, man. I agree with you, Double A, man. But until you figure it out, man, and see, man, get that young man the ball and let him be him, You just gonna be basically my thought with them is the same process I got with the. What are you, Jacksonville? You got a young rookie that you drafted in what Tatum, whatever his name is. Him. You got ETN. Then you turn around, you got Travis Hunter, you got Thomas. Like, what are you, man? You got to go back to Trevor Lawrence' strength. When they had that big year, y'all was doing what he does best. Then you switch it up and start doing this, start doing that. New coach, new system. I mean, you got to figure it out, man. And that's basically all I got with them. If we gonna roll on to the AFC last division South.
West.
West, I'm sorry. I'm gonna set it off with Kansas City, man. I'm gonna straight say it, man. I'm gonna keep it at 100, man. That is the best team in the NFL right now. I don't care what you see and where you got ranked. That is the best team in the NFL right now, and they just getting started. That offense right now is unfreaking stoppable, man. It's unstoppable to where senior citizen Kelsey is wide open. Don't think that it just happened against the Raiders. That offense is designed, man. They got Rice, they got Worthy, they got Thornton, they got Kelsey, they got backups, they got running back. They got so many things they could throw at you, and they getting healthy is getting dangerous, man. They put up 31 points like it was nothing, man. Go back and look at their drives, bro. They could have easily put up 60. They did that without even trying. Every week since they've been getting healthy, it's just been going up and up and up, and that defense is balling. That is the best team in the NFL right now. And that's all I got to say about the Kansas City Chiefs. Gantman,
I've been saying it for weeks. Just wait. I mean, how can you stop that? They talked about the demise of Patrick Mahomes for so long, and look at what it is right now. And then you just stop talking about Mahomes, and you look at the defense. Steve Spagnuolo, as defensive coordinator, is leading that team. The Raiders didn't score. They had like 31 yards of offense at halftime. 31. You know, they talk about touchdown scores every week. They had Genty on the list. That means he didn't score. I mean, bottom line, I have to agree with Buffalo Mike. They're the most complete team in the NFL right now. And I feel sorry for the teams that's getting ready to play them. I mean, I see them on Thanksgiving. But honestly, they're about to destroy Washington Monday night. It's going to be a bloodbath. And I'm going to sit up and watch the entire game and laugh, but it's going to be bad Monday.
good point. Double A.
I think this is the most weapons that Mahomes has ever had, and they're dangerous ass weapons because of the speed. Um, and I
Thanks for
don't
coming
see
through, money.
how you don't go that their dynasty is going to continue. Like if anybody that says that dynasty is going to fall apart, I mean they're gonna. You have to have a conversation of calling their team a dynasty now because they've just been able to longevely do it. I mean, they're trying to put it in a way that you know Mahomes is gonna carry this team, and no matter what's around him, he's gonna be able to do it. So you got Rasheed Rice back. You got your number one dog. I mean, we saw it. We all watched it. You got Worthy, who's getting healthier each and every week. He's faster than hell. You got Hollywood Brown, who's still fast, and he don't forget he used to be a number one wide receiver. Yeah, Travis Kelsey's slowing down, and yeah, Travis Kelsey's not like what Travis Kelsey used to be in his prime, but I mean, it's still Travis Kelsey. Let's be honest. Was Gronk catching every single touchdown pass, or Gronk doing everything for the New England Patriots? No, not every game. And then you got the running back tandem like Pacheco. Pacheco runs like he hates the damn world. That dude puts his foot in the ground, and you might as well have a Category 7 earthquake go off. I mean, shit. That dude's scary when he runs. And then the young rookie Brashard Smith is coming out of the backfield more and more, especially with Kareem Hunt getting hurt. and that dude's electric. I mean, he can catch passes, he can run the ball. Like they going to show some trickery and they're going to be crazy. But and then their defense is just solid every single year. So they
Good point.
they are one of the most complete teams. I wouldn't be shocked if they go back to the Super Bowl this year, but I also could see them somehow some way being inconsistent. Um and I don't want to say it like this, but somehow some way being inconsistent to where either Mahomes goes down or Travis Kelsey, the game's on the line, he throws it, he trusts Travis Kelsey, and Travis Kelsey doesn't make the catch. I think
Mm.
that's where they're going to have the downfall is they go to the wrong person at the wrong time when the game's on the line, and that person doesn't come through. That's where I think their downfall is.
Good points, man. Go ahead and talk about the Chargers, Double A.
Oh, what do I say? I mean, college football turning into an NFL team? I mean, shoot, Harbaugh's completely done what he's done the first time when he was in the NFL. He's basically taken the Chargers, revamped them into his image, and I mean his image. He's done that with every team he's ever owned. I mean, he turned San Francisco into a great play action run offense. He changed Michigan's offense to that, and now look at what he's doing with the Chargers. I think the biggest problem with the Chargers is they don't use Lad McConkey enough. That little dude is action packed, ready to roll, and I just think that their problem of the season is going to be health. I think that the injury bug is going to bite them in the ass. Hopefully Hampton comes back and is okay. Um, but I just that's what's going to bite them in the ass because they don't really have a lot of depth pieces behind all of those injuries. Like, and I say depth pieces. Like, yes, they have depth because it's a 53-man roster, but they don't have the depth with the knowledge. Like, they're going to be throwing out a bunch of like first, second year players, and they're not going to be prepared or ready against the starters. So that's where I think the Chargers' downfall is going to be.
Good point, man. I think the Chargers, man, injuries, man. Can they stay healthy? They haven't showed us yet that they can stay healthy. I mean, in the NFL, you got to show consistency. They're up, they're down, they're inconsistent. What are you? You know what I mean? Look at Quentin Johnson. He's ripping it, throwing the ball down, and then the last 2 weeks you don't hear nothing.
He dropped many balls Sunday.
Yeah, inconsistency. So like what's really going on? I don't know. But I throw them in the category. I don't know what's going on over there. I know they hurt, get healthy, and then we'll see. But I don't know, man. Maybe they out there in the beaches ain't good for them, man, because they stay hurt. And that's all I got on them, gang.
I mean, health is a key thing, but like I said, you got to be ready to call the next man up. But defensively, I watched the Colts destroy them. So, you know, at the end of the day, I got them in the running for that division until the Chiefs get a 3 game lead, but I don't see anything good for the Chargers this year. I will say that I would like to see them turn Justin Herbert loose a little bit more. You know, let him spread the offense out and dissect the team to give them something different. But that's about it for me with the Chargers.
We got now we got the Broncos in that division.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Anthony, I know you in that chat, Anthony. Um, I don't know. I'll just say the Broncos. I mean, they're balling. The comeback, the way they came back in that game. I mean, granted, it took them a hot minute, but they came back and they won. I mean, I can't knock them for that. I mean, Bo Nix plays until that last whistle's blown. So,
Yo, I'm sorry. I had my mic off, and I'm up here talking, and my mic was off.
It
Uh,
happens.
I apologize, man. Real quick on the Raiders, man. What are you doing signing this old dude, Pete Carroll, man? I
Hold up,
mean,
we're on the
you.
Broncos, bro.
We're on the Broncos, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Broncos. The Broncos, man. Bo Nix, man, get it together, man. You my fantasy quarterback. Get it together, man. Sean Payton, man. You getting these slow starts, fast innings. Get it together in the first half. What's so inconsistent in the first half that the problem that you have in week after week? Um, get it together, man. That's all I got on that.
All right, I've been waiting for this moment. Anthony has said, I want to say this is the third time, maybe the fourth time I've seen him say game of the year. Dude, you were down 19 nothing in the fourth quarter. Now you
To New
have,
Jersey.
yes, you have the worst defense in the NFL coming to you probably right now in Dallas. This is a get right game. But as far as game of the year, no, dude, it's not. You were given a gift by a rookie quarterback when he threw that interception in the fourth quarter. That was one of the dumbest, most ill advised throws I've ever seen. I have looked at it 4, maybe 5 different times, trying to see what in the hell he saw angle wise to make him throw that ball. And I still don't get what made him throw that ball. Did your man intercept it? Yeah, he caught it and intercepted it. Also, you leave out the fact that the kicker for the Giants missed not 1, but 2 extra points. So you had opportunity to lose that game more than once. I will give Denver credit. They pulled out the dub, albeit against the New Jersey Giants. I'm not trying to knock them, but I'm not going to give credit where it's not due. Yeah, they won the game. They had a little help, in my opinion, from the referees. But I don't expect for Dallas to beat Denver in Denver. That whole mile high, how you breathe thing is going to catch up with Dallas. Plus, that's a very good defense over there in Denver. Are we going to put up points? Yes. But I expect for Sean Payton to attack us at all our points of weakness. We got my dog EGR in the building. What's up, gamer? Welcome in. We're going to be talking about your team soon. After we talk about the Raiders, we're heading into the NFC. Who wants to kick off the Raiders?
The Raiders, man. The Raiders, like what I was trying to say before I knew we was on the Broncos, man. What are you doing signing Pete Carroll, man? Let this dude. How old is this dude, man? I mean, what are we
74.
doing, man? Come on, man. Yeah, respect. You got all this energy, but come on, man. This is a young man's game, man. A fast-paced young man's game. This ain't back then what you was doing with the Seahawks, man. It's a new game, man. And I think that you sitting out that year, man, really hurt you, man. And
Well, you say that, but I just want to put out there that he ain't on the field. He's a very young 74. He's very vibrant. It's a lot of mistakes that go on that we cannot blame Geno for. He's not dropping the passes he's throwing. He's not tipping the passes he's throwing. But he takes the blame because they come out of his hand. I get that. But what's getting me about the Raiders more than anything is they're not consistent. You give Genty the ball. You're having a great drive. Then you stop giving him the ball. You're 1st and 10 from your opponent's 30. You call 3 straight dropbacks. One of them you took a sack. Now you're taking 3. You know, the Raiders, I don't understand why they didn't draft a young quarterback. They gave Geno some more money. They have Brock Bowers. They have Max Crosby. They have Jacoby Myers, who is demanding to be traded. Who the hell does he think he is? He had a good year in New England. He had a good year in Las Vegas. He's not DK. Somebody needs to let him know that. But you can't tell a grown man what he is and what he ain't, and you can't tell a grown man what his value is. I get that. I mean, hell, look at what I do for a living. You can't tell me what my value is. I just know what I make per hour. Same thing with Wells. Same thing with Chewy. Same thing with anybody else in the chat. Money Mike especially. Um, there's gonna come a time where the Raiders just need to sit down and decide where they're gonna go as an organization. And my biggest fear for them is when they ask themselves the question, they're gonna lie to themselves.
What do you mean by that?
I find that every day in life, people don't want to take accountability and they rather tell themselves a lie than admit what the real truth is. The Raiders just drafted Ashton Genty. Does that have to make them a power run team? No, it doesn't. But if they're going to want to be balanced, they're going to have to go out here and get a young quarterback. Where he's going to come from, I don't know. But they need a young quarterback.
That's it, man. And that wraps up the AFC, man. And, we started with the AFC East. Let's start with the NFC East. Hey, Gant, how about them Cowboys?
Hey, I would love to sit here and talk shit about how we did this and we did all that. But at the end of the day, we still gave up some running yards. Um, the defense wasn't all that, but we played better. We played more man to man, which allowed us to get more pressure on the quarterback. I'm happy to have gotten a win. I just need to do it better. The offense is a juggernaut. As long as their O-line protects Dak, what you gonna do with that? I mean, Lamb, Pickens, Ferguson. We still got Schoonmaker out there somewhere. I mean, we saw what Flournoy can do. You still got the threat and Turpin. I mean, that offense is lethal and legit. Just need the defense to, come through and we can play complimentary football. We're in second place right now. All by and lonesome. But it ain't first. I think as long as we keep on improving on defense, the Dallas Cowboys can make the playoffs. They make the playoffs, everybody's in trouble. Especially if the defense keeps improving.
Good point, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go and agree with Gant, man, on some things, and I'm gonna go with what I agree with first, man. That offense is goddamn lethal. Let's just be honest. Whether you're a Dallas fan, like him, hate him, we don't give a damn who or what. That is a lethal offense. That offense right now, in my opinion, is the second best offense behind Kansas City. And has the potential to be first. Whether you like him or not, don't forget Dak is usually in the if he stays healthy, could be in the talkings of an MVP. A lot of people hate Dak this, Dak that. When your name is mentioned in the MVP race, you're doing something. And if that offense stay healthy, I expect Dak name to be in the MVP. Could he win it? Absolutely. That offense is that lethal, man. But the thing I disagree, even though you're improving, when it comes to crunch time, that defense, I don't see it, man. I think that defense is, I think the defense is not good, man. The only way I see it improving is if Jerry go ahead, man, and go ahead and see that you got a dominant offense and go ahead and use a first round pick and go ahead and try. I mean, I don't know if I'm not saying he's not trying, but man, you make a move, man. You see, you need a move, man. We all agree you need a move, man. Make a move, man. You got a dominant offense. Who's to say you're gonna have a dominant offense next year? You got it now. Make a move, man. And you can't if they go in with that same defense, even though yeah, you were improving. I mean, man, I don't see I don't I think when crunch time the defense gonna be the reason why y'all go home. And yeah, you got a dominant offense, but you gotta make a stop. You have to make a stop, man.
I
We
agree.
we all know that. We gotta make a stop, and I think they ain't gonna make that stop, and that's what I got on them double A.
Um, I mean, y'all have already kind of hit on everything. I agree with the defense is the problem. That's where you need to put the investment.
What's
You
up,
already
cuz?
made that investment in the offense, and it's paying off. So why not put that investment in the defense? And anybody in the chat, don't say anything about Micah Purse Parkins because he wasn't the answer. I'm sorry, he wasn't. You need a defensive player who's not going to take snaps off. You need a defensive player who's going to be out there all down, every down, ready to play. And you need to complement each other. You can't be, oh, I'm here one day, I'm on a podcast another day. No, you got to be all Dallas Star or nothing. And if you ain't going to be that, get the hell out of Dallas and we'll find the next man up. But they got to actively find that next man up, and they need to find it quickly because that's what's going to be their downfall.
I
Good
think
point. Good
I
point.
think Dallas. Well, I know they're in talks to try to get Max Crosby from the Raiders, but I wouldn't stop there. I think Dallas needs another corner, if not two, along with that pass rusher, and I think that's what'll open things up. If Dallas were to get a Max Crosby or even Hendrickson from the Bengals, that's an instant improvement. But I do need another corner in Dallas, straight up. I want
Good
to thank
point. Good point.
Cuz for coming through. That's Corvette Balls Brooks coming through, hitting that like button. You missed the first part, but welcome to the NFL recap. We do this every Tuesday, Cuz. What team we going to next?
Washington set it off.
Injury prone.
You know what? This being here in the DMV, I got to hear everything y'all didn't hear. These clowns were saying that Washington was going 14-3.
Ah, that's funny.
They said that they were going to mop the floor with Dallas, and this is at the very beginning of the season, right after the Cowboys traded Michael Parsons. They were talking about how bad everybody else was. They were counting wins against the Giants, the Cowboys. They said they were going to split with Philly, and they only took losses against Philly and Kansas City. I forgot what other team, but they thought that everything they've done with the addition of Tunsil and Debo Samuel led to a Super Bowl. I called it out first. Cliff Kingsbury was going to be figured out. Jaden Daniels is a nice young quarterback. He's very nice. I mean, his poise in the pocket, how he's just real smooth when he takes off running. But he's also very fragile and frail. He ain't got no muscle. We're seeing that right now, aren't we? So, hey, like I called it. And that defense is old. If you're a guy, it's one thing for Bobby Wagner to start, but to play 100% of the defensive snaps? What the
Good point.
hell?
Good point. Good point. Good point. Double A.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I think Washington, a lot of people don't understand. Washington is the epitome of going out and trading for or even signing veterans that you think you can get the most of, but are already gone. Like they're already washed. Like they were so happy to get Debo. Do you guys remember what Debo looked like at the start of training camp? Oh my atrocity of what he looked like. Like Home Dog looked like he did the Eddie Lacy turnaround. I mean, hey, 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 Fat Albert playing football. I mean, god damn, that man could have had my gut. And I move faster than what I've seen him move. Yeah, so, and then you got Old Man Tunsil. Like, they got a lot. They had a lot going for them, let's say it that way. But they're going in the wrong direction at this point. Like, they got to get Jaden Daniels some help. Signing Terry McLaurin to a contract extension at 30 years old. I mean, What has he provenly shown you that gives him that extension? Your O line needs help if you're going to protect Jaden Daniels. Your defense is older than dirt, so like sell some of these pieces while Jaden Daniels is hurt, so you can rebuild with him with young pieces next season and move on.
Good point.
Because
Good
that's
point.
what you need.
Good point. Um, you, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna piggyback off again, man. You're old, man. I mean, yeah, it was good. You gave it that last ride, but when is enough enough, man? You gotta know when to just say, you know what, you ain't it. You are not a three down linebacker, man. Goes back to what I said earlier. This is a young man game. You can't ask Bobby Wagner to keep up with no Bijan Robinson, Jameer Gibbs. Yes, these are running backs in the NFC. And running backs you will probably see in the playoffs, maybe. But you can't ask Bobby Wagner to keep up with these dudes, man. Come on, man. For 4 quarters, you gonna ask him to keep up with Jameer Gibbs for 4 quarters?
Ain't happening.
Come on, man. What are you doing, man? When is enough enough? That's all I got on them, man. And we gonna go on to the Eagles, man. The Eagles, I mean, they're coming off of 2 losses. They got a, I'm gonna say a good one, a good one. Minnesota been looking like a good team, man. So I'm gonna call it a good win, man. Jalen Hurts, man. Yes, he got a Super Bowl. You can't knock it, but God dang, he ain't a good quarterback, man. Even though he scored that touchdown to AJ Brown, why didn't he just lead that man? Why did AJ Brown have to turn around and kind of wait for the ball? Lead that man. Like you didn't read that blitz off the muscle and knew it was coming. I seen it from my couch. How you didn't just float that ball? Come on, man. The sacks he take, man. He is not. That is not a good quarterback, man. They won a Super Bowl off of a great stacked defense and a great running game. Who his running back was in the MVP, man. He got. Look at the talent. They should be talked about as one of the best offenses in the NFL with the talent they got. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, MVP Saquon, the great offensive line, not a great tight end, but a good tight end. That tight end is a good tight end. That offense should be talked as one of the top offenses in the NFL, man. But Jalen Hurts is holding them back, man, because he can't read defenses like that. It takes him too long to read it, man. Perfect example, the play I was just talking about. How you didn't see that blitz? We all seen it from the couch. Throw the ball, man. Why you gonna? That's why AJ Brown's so frustrated. He's playing with trash. But I'm gonna take that back. He won a Super Bowl. But come on, man. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl off the Baltimore defense. We can name a few quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl off of Tom Brady first Super Bowl was won off of a great defense. He didn't do nothing, but nobody talk about how he had that number one defense, shut down defense. But come on, man. That's what I got to say about the Eagles. Double A.
I'm gonna say a magical word that y'all are not gonna expect me to say. Eagles are pretenders. Yes, I said that word. Now let me tell you why. They got lucky. They got lucky with so many injury-ridden teams last year that they basically got handed the NFC. If those teams are all healthy, there ain't no way in hell the Eagles made the Super Bowl last year. There ain't no way in hell they won the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes,
They had to
Anthony.
face all those healthy teams. They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna win it. I definitely think their defense is very lackluster. I think they have a long way to go on that defense because of losing so many pivotal options. I mean, there's a reason you're calling a guy that retired to come out of retirement for a reason. Um, you also have one of the most unbeatable first down move running that so like take that play away from the Eagles, they don't even they couldn't tell you what they are. I mean, they're so defined and around the tush push that it's like take that one play away, take that play that never exists. Could you guys win games? Let's be honest.
I agree. Wells, you still here?
I'm sorry about that. I'm talking again with my mic off, man. Good point, Double A, and we gonna move on again, man. As you say, your thoughts on the chickens.
Take away the tush push. There ain't nothing.
Mm,
Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback. Like you said, he
mm,
won a Super Bowl. Can't take it away from him. But at the end of the day, look how he won it. Minnesota looked horrible in the first half. They had a touchdown taken away on a bad call. Justin Jefferson and Carson Wentz aren't. They don't have no chemistry. But Carson Wentz has great chemistry with Naylor and Addison for whatever reasons. At the end of the day, they beat a bad Minnesota team, or Minnesota just had a bad day. Otherwise, their win streak sits at three. I mean, the losing streak sits at three. Do I think Philadelphia is all that? No. Are they beatable? Yes. They're very beatable. At the end of the day, I still think they're going to probably win the division unless Dallas makes a move for a Max Crosby and they get another corner. Then I would say the division is anybody's. But until that happens, yes, I still got them favored.
mm. Good point. Good point. All right, man. Let's move on to the NFC South, man. How about them Dirty Birds, Can't?
They just released Ray Ray McLeod.
Mm,
Last week they were number one. Excuse me, number one in defense and number two in offense. The Atlanta Falcons are being slept on heavily. I think their win over Buffalo should have gave them more attention from national view. The loss against San Francisco should not be as highlighted. They just had a bad game against San Francisco. Too many drop passes, wide open drops. Things happen. I'm not taking nothing away from them. I believe they win their game this week.
good points, man. You got a top running back, man. They doing the right things, getting Bijan the ball, but like you said, too many drop passes, inconsistency, man. Yeah. What we seen in the NFL so far is inconsistency, man. And you got to you target this dude 26 times, and then target him this many times, and then this. Like, come on, man. What's up, man? You looking like a shutdown defense, blitzing crazy, and then all of a sudden you can't stop Christian McCaffrey. Shut down James Cook. Don't shut down Christian McCaffrey. I'm not saying that he's just as good, but Cook is a good back. You shut him down. Uh, you knew they didn't have no running backs. I mean no wide receivers. What they gonna do? Run the ball? We all knew they was gonna do that. How they did it? I mean, come on, man. Double A, what you got?
Um, I think they're a very young, versatile team, the Falcons. Um, but Penix Penix has got to kind of stand up and throw that ball like he was throwing it at Washington. He's got to get that swagger back. He kind of looks a little afraid in the pocket. So I want him to get that, like, I don't want to say confidence, but I almost want to say cockiness. Like, I want him to be like, "Oh, I can fucking throw this ball and I know I can make that pass." Not like double clutching, second guessing himself. Granted, I know it's like his first full season starting. It's his second year in the league, but man, have a little bit of kahunas. Throw that damn ball. Like, don't second guess yourself. Throw it to your weapons. And if they ain't gonna catch that damn ball, walk over to that sideline and say, I ain't gonna throw you the damn ball if you don't catch the motherfucker.
Good
Command
point.
that offense. Be a man. Stop being a little boy in a grown man's game.
Mm, good point. That's how you feel. Good points, man. We gonna move on to Carolina, man. Carolina, man, they looking good, man.
What up,
My
Griff?
question, my question is, what are you gonna do at running back, man? You see this man been killing for 2 weeks in a row, and then all of a sudden Herbert coming in. It like it just killed y'all momentum. Even though you won, I mean, ride the high hand. What are you doing?
I saw that they want to have a two running back system. The problem is both of the running backs are the same almost.
What are you doing?
You don't
You
have a
doing it?
thunder and lightning. You got two thunders.
You gotta figure it out, Gant, man.
I believe
Double
Carolina.
it.
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Double A.
Who are we talking about? I'm so sorry.
Carolina.
Carolina.
Um, Same kind of concept. I mean, Bryce Young got to sling that rock a little bit, have a little bit of swagger and confidence. I mean, we're seeing it, but it's inconsistent with him. His swagger's there, and then he showed signs of, what the hell am I doing? I'm a little puppy dog in a big pond. And then, I mean, you got the two backs. You got two backs that are both dogs alone, but when they work together, it's like interesting. Like they don't know how to work together. Like both of them want to be the guy,
What's
but
up,
they don't
Willie?
know how to be the guy together, which that one kind of shocks me. I'd like to see them utilize that tight end Mitchell Evans a little bit more. He was a dog at Notre Dame, so I'd like them to utilize him a little bit more. Um, and same with their offensive like wide receivers. Get Tet the ball, spread that thing out. Um, Defensively, I think they need a lot of work. I don't think that they're all there. I'm not scared to play their defense. I wouldn't be scared to play their defense. Um, so I think they need a lot of work.
I think their run D is good, but the pass D ain't so good. What's going on, Willie? Welcome back. Welcome to your first NFL recap, cuz. James, you hear how it's going? It's going pretty well. What team we got next? Oh, Wells, did you already talk about what you want to say with Carolina?
So what I said, man, we gonna move on to the Saints. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on the Saints?
I don't know what the hell to think about that offense or that defense. Kellen Moore has them looking good in the first quarter. After the first quarter, it's like they fall apart. Like the first 15 plays, maybe they should run them all game. I don't know. I mean, if Spencer Rattler is going to be your future quarterback, let him finish out the season. If not, you might want to see what Tyler, I don't even know how you say his last name, Show,
Shot.
whatever that dude, see what he's going to do if you're not going to finish with Spencer or if he's not the future. Kamara says that he's going to retire if traded. I don't know what you do with that. I really don't. You could call his bluff, and whoever you trade him to just get screwed. I don't know. You trying to re-sign Olave? I don't agree with that at all. He's had too many concussions. I think he's one good hit away from throwing up them gang signs. I'm not wishing it on him. I'm just saying. You should be able to do other things with money. Maybe trade Cam Jordan. Somebody could use a good defensive end for whatever he has left. You should be able to get at least a fourth for him. I don't think you're getting a third, not with his age. And I'm not even sure what his production really looks like right now.
Yeah. My thoughts on them real quick is that they're another team. What are you doing, man? You're not going nowhere, man. You're not consistent. You're gonna be traders. You're gonna get rid of Olave. You're gonna get rid of Kamara. What are you gonna do? I think if you could be some, I I really think Rattler is not a bad quarterback, man. You can get him rolling, get a good system, maybe get another solid receiver for the outside, so you can move one of them to him, Shaheed or Olave to the slot. Like, what are you gonna do, man? So that's all I got on them. Double A, what you got on the Saints?
They're gonna sell. They have to sell. I think that that's the only smart thing to do. You gotta sell and break that team down and rebuild it. That's all that you can do.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Tampa, man, they need to get healthy, man. That wide receiver,
I think Evans is done for the year.
man. Yeah, he's done for the year, but what you gonna do at wide receiver?
I'd keep
You
on rolling
gonna
with them Johnson boys, Tez and I forgot the other one's name, but take them
yeah.
two with a Buka.
Hmm.
Maybe Chris Godwin comes back, maybe he doesn't. But I'm looking at those three as my top three now. You still got Sterling Shepard. He keeps on dipping his toes in the fountain of youth and it's working out for him. I'm forgetting somebody. God, I hate when this
Got
happens.
they
Oh,
got Cade Otton.
yeah, you got Cade Otton out there, tight end. Baker Mayfield, if nothing else, is a competitor. And he needs to be respected as such. He's going to take whatever he's got out there on the field with him, and he's going to do his best to get a dub with them. And that's what I like about Baker. The defense is there. Todd Bowles is going to put them in position to do good. Are they a lights out defense? No. But as long as they got Baker back there, they have a shot. Straight up.
Good point. Double A.
Um, I I don't see I don't see Tampa being scary anymore. I'm not scared of Tampa. Um, if you saw what Detroit did, Detroit went at them when they had no receivers. I mean, no cornerbacks, no safeties, locking their offense completely up. Granted, you can say, okay, Bucky's gone, Mike Evans is gone, Chris Godwin's gone, Abuka's not really doing much, but that right there, that's your whole offense. It was shattered, like shattered into oblivion. We just took they just took their identity and said, we don't give a shit about your identity. You don't got one anymore. So they got to go back to the drawing board. They got to figure out what they're gonna do with these young receivers and say, hey, Mike Evans is gone for the season. Chris Godwin is always getting hurt. Abuka can't do it himself. So Baker's got to have that. I mean, I love Baker Mayfield. I was a fan of Baker Mayfield. I liked his cockiness and swagger. He just had that it factor, but he's got to bring that to the rest of the team now. He's got to be like, listen, I know y'all young. I know you got a little bit under you, but you got to give me a little something here. You got to help me out. Like,
Good
but that
points.
defense, that defense is atrocious. I
Good
don't
points.
that defense ain't gonna hold up. I'm sorry, and I think that's what's gonna cost them at the end of it.
Good point. All right, man. Let's move on to the NFC West. Arizona, Double A.
Kyler's again. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Kyler's too worried about a controller in his hand. If they could find a quarterback whisperer that could translate an NFL offense in terms of Call of Duty, Kyler would be the greatest quarterback in the entire NFL. If they could figure that out. If they could somehow let Kyler play Madden and that would actually be how he played in real life, that'd be crazy. But until that day, Arizona is going to have to find a new quarterback. Jacoby Brissett's trying to do the best that he can. Um, Their O line is getting a little beat up with their running backs getting beat up. Marv is like so inconsistent of I have confidence, I don't have confidence, I have confidence, I don't. And outside of Marvin McBride, who gets the ball? Because I could tell you who there's like I know who it is, but does he show up on game day? I don't know. Their defense is actually pretty damn good. I'm actually proud of their defense. I liked it. I like seeing their defense, but that's the vice versa of what we've been talking about. They got to worry about their offensive side of the ball. Their defensive side of the ball is the only thing that keeps them in games. Oh, my TED Talk's over.
Oh, all right. Let's get man.
I don't know what it would cost them to trade Kyler Murray, but I'd get rid of Kyler Murray. Jacoby Brissett looks so much better in that offense. The offense looks better, period, with him leading it. As for Marvin Harrison, I don't know what in the hell's going on with him. I don't know what goes on in practice, so I can't really speak about it, but damn, it looks horrendous. It really does. Like Chewy was saying about the confidence and the drops and all that, maybe he's frustrated, but he needs to let that frustration go. He's got a new quarterback now that's going to get him the ball. McBride is out there looking great. This guy, Michael Wilson, he was doing so good. I don't know what in the hell's going on with him as the starting receiver opposite Harrison. That kid, number 4, I think his name is Greg Dortch. He needs the ball in his hands more. And I'm going to be honest. Being up 20-23, 4th and 1, I hated that quarterback sneak with Brissett. He's not a quarterback sneak kind of quarterback. They should have handed that ball off and let the running back do his thing or call the pass play. One or the other. But if they get that first down, I believe they would have beat Green Bay.
Yeah. I think real quick, man, Jacoby Brissett may be the better quarterback.
Yeah.
And Marvin Harrison, man, get your head out your ass, man. You a top pick, man. Ain't no excuse. You was drafted to perform, man. Do your damn job and perform. And that's all I got with them, man. Let's move on to the Rams, man. I mean, once Puka come back, the Rams gonna be the Rams, man. Puka gonna get like 80 targets. Devontae gonna get his. The Rams gonna be the Rams, man.
I think the Rams are going to be the Rams until
They
somebody hits Matthew Stafford in that back.
And then he gonna be Spider-Man 3. Oh, my back!
And then we
You
find
know how
out.
to get that ball out though, Gant. He moved that ball fast, Gant.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially when Puka did. He sling
He
that
has
thing.
to. He's one hit away from a broken back.
But at the end of the day, we all know the Rams gonna be the Rams. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right, San Fran, Gant man.
What the hell's going on in San Fran? Brock Purdy's hurt. He hasn't been around since week 2, week 3. Mac Jones. It's like me and O had a conversation 2 weeks ago. If you put Mac Jones anywhere else, he probably won't be as successful. But being that he is there, he's being kind of successful. If Purdy can't stay healthy, why not just leave Mac Jones there for a season? And then
You just paid him.
Well, I mean, you could use him, tell Purdy to get his health together, and use him as a trade piece. I mean, no matter what we say about a backup quarterback, I have a feeling that all 3 of us are going to say Las Vegas at the end of the day to say trade him there. But I mean, if the team is winning, why rock that boat? I mean, hell, we just saw them run Christian McCaffrey into the dirt. Sunday night. But also, I have to say, Brian Robinson Jr. was getting carries, and he was gashing Atlanta. And that looked more like Thunder and Lightning than any other team, other than what they do in Detroit. But honestly, I didn't see David Montgomery getting a lot of love Sunday. I mean, what? Yeah, was it? Oh, Monday night. That looked like the Jahmyr Gibbs show. So that might be a. We're just gonna take the torch and lean more on Jahmyr now. I don't know, but I'm looking at it. They're running Jahmyr between the tackles more. That carry for that 78-yard touchdown, that was not a mistake. You couldn't drive a truck through that hole, but obviously Gibbs made it through the hole.
Talk about it. Good points, man. Good points. Double A.
We kind of talked about multiple different teams. I got confused on what team we were actually talking
San
about.
Fran. San Fran.
Okay, San Fran. Um, I kind of agree with Gant. You know, if Mac Jones is gonna do that, just rock with Mac Jones. I mean, you need to decide whether you're gonna have Mac Jones or Purdy at some point. And if he can't stay healthy, what's the point of keeping Purdy? Cool, you gave him a big ass contract. So what? I mean, roll with the punches and deal with it. If Mac Jones can work with what he's working with and have garbage receivers, get him a couple young ones with young draft picks that are younger and faster, and then just buy with what you can and build the rest of your team. I mean, it'll work. And then get a piece back with Purdy. I mean, I just they're the same thing. They're injury prone away from completely having a good season or their seasons being crap. That's just what it is.
Good points, man. All right, man. Seattle, man. Double A. Right back to you.
Seattle is completely turned that team around. I mean, they were down in the dumps for a little bit. Sam Darnold had that QB resurgence. He'd be looking like he got that swagger in him. JSN is a dog. I mean, what don't that dude catch? I mean, considering Home Dog caught the ball and then did a windmill slam dunk, he said, "I don't care about no penalty. I'm gonna slam dunk this ball the way I want to slam dunk this ball." Um, Defense is pretty decent, solid. They got a lot of depth at the corner position, so I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets traded there just to get them another piece back somewhere else. But they're balling. I think their biggest problem is they're going to decide Kenneth Walker or Charbonnet, which one they're going to roll with for the foreseeable future.
Good points. Good points, man. I like Sam Darnold over there. He balling and that receiver, man. He need to be a name to be talked about a little bit more, man. Cause he is looking like that guy over there, bro. That defense, he comes from a Baltimore system, so we all know he gonna get him playing defense. And Seattle may be a team to talk about to make some noise in that NFC, man. And that's all I got on them. Can't.
Sam Darnold got that resurgence last year and is still riding off of it. I'm not shocked, but I didn't think it would still be lasting. With JSN, the tight ends, he's got a great chemistry right now. I can't say nothing to knock Seattle. The defense is playing well. They're winning football games. They're 5-2.
Good point. Good point. All right. Hey, Gant. Bears.
Ben Johnson, man. That's all I gotta say. This guy is an ultimate coach. Whatever they're doing on defense is working, but the offense is what is hypnotizing me. His his schemes, his route running combinations. I didn't think it would be catching on so easily, but the wide receivers, the tight ends, and the running backs are all buying in. and they're understanding why they do what they do and what happens when they do what they do. And that shit looks insane. I mean, like I said last week or the week before, looking at their upcoming schedule, they're probably going to win 4 or 5 more in a row. I mean, geez. Like I said earlier, I don't got Baltimore beating them this week. I can't.
Good point. I think that offense is fun, man. Ben Johnson is a good coach, man. That offense is fun, and he got them rolling right now. And, this is any given Sunday, man. And Double A might not want to hear this, but can they challenge Detroit for that division? We don't know, man. I mean, Detroit came in and embarrassed them, but this is Ben Johnson. I don't know if he gonna let that happen again. We haven't seen it,
Looking
so
at what
I don't know.
looking at what's going on with the Lions' health, they would want to be at full strength. Otherwise, it could be one hell of a shootout. And whatever
Good
he's
point.
doing with Caleb Williams, where he's getting them to shut up and stop acting out, is helping.
Good point.
Alrighty,
Du-
folks.
Talk about a double A. The Bears.
So, I do like what Ben Johnson's doing. He's doing the same thing he did in Detroit, right? He's bringing that swagger, he's bringing that flair, the flashiness, the big playability, getting the most out of players, putting them in the right positions. But what happens when one of them get hurt? What happens when one of them are unable to make that play, unable to make that one key block, unable to understand the pressure that is gonna come after your ass because you too worried about painting your goddamn nails because you gonna get there, you gonna sit in that pocket, you gonna think everything's fine and dandy, and then you gonna get flustered because you're not gonna have not one, not two, not three, not four, but five kneecappers coming for you when you play that game. I'm gonna tell
Good
you
points.
right here, right now.
Good points, man.
If
Good
anything
points.
shows, last night showed our
Good points,
corners are
man.
ready to step up.
Good point. Green Bay. Green Bay. Double A. Green Bay.
I gotta talk about these goddamn cheeseheads again. Man, you're so lucky you played Arizona and a bunch of bums. There is no reason you should be the division leader. You tied a game. You tied a game that should be an L for you. Dallas should have beat you. You barely won against Arizona. You should have lost. That's 2 losses. So truly your record should be 2-4. Let's be honest. You throw the ball to a bunch of glass receivers. You throw the ball to a tight end. That is the only thing that you can do. Josh Jacob puts the entire team on his back. You're gonna end up breaking Josh Jacobs.
Mm.
Your defense is like hit or miss, good, bad, I don't know. Michael Parsons wants to play, doesn't want to play. I mean, there's a reason somebody's shopping Rashawn Gary. But I digress because you don't have the money to pay for him. That's all I got to say about them bum ass cheeseheads.
Well, I think that I don't know, man. You tie a game, you don't look that good against a backup quarterback. Regardless who he is, he's a backup, man. You just gave all his capital. Parsons did have a good game, but you gave him capital to where like he was the last missing piece, and it doesn't
But he
look
didn't
like
even
he's
show
good.
up until the end of the game.
I mean, regardless, the sheet shows he had 3 sacks.
Yeah, but you could stuff that stat sheet all the whole time, and that could come from one drive. Are you really there the whole game, or are you there for one drive?
Good point. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. You're right. Uh, but at the end of the day, the stat sheet shows 3 sacks, and
I think they're a pretender, not a contender.
I agree. I mean, You played a weak at the time was a weak Dallas defense, man, and you tied. And for you to do all this golden and have all this, you're supposed to be dominating. You're not looking dominating. So are they pretenders? Again, what you think?
I'm not gonna call them pretenders, but I damn sure ain't gonna call them contenders. Straight
Mm,
up, Green Bay ain't what they were supposed to be cracked up to be the first couple times. And bottom line, it was all a bunch of hype. Micah Parsons just had this whole bullshit available to him where they, oh, he's getting held, he's this, he's that. And it's like, you're sitting around waiting for Micah Parsons to go up against a weak tackle. And then, oh, he had 3 sacks. Yeah, it was all pass rushing situations. What happens when they run the ball at him? Micah Parsons disappears. So far he has what, 5.5 sacks this year, 3 the last game. Before that he was shut down at 2.5, and he maintained that for what, 3, 4 games in a row. I'm just not gonna be hyped up over that. The Green Bay defense is lackluster. Yeah, Parsons is there, Rashawn Gary's there, but we just know their names. I'm not impressed by Green Bay at all anymore. I see Detroit and Chicago running for that division now.
I
yeah,
concur.
I concur, man. Minnesota, man. Minnesota, man.
You really gonna make me wait, Wells. I see how you are.
You
I'm salivating over here.
you I don't know, man. You look good, then you look bad. I mean, you got JJ over here. You got Mason. You got good tight end. What's going on, man? You played a struggling Eagles team coming off of 2 losses. You should have been ready, man. I mean, what's going on? It's kind of unacceptable, man. But you did it, and you got a great defense. I love the coach. Physical attacking defense, but I don't know what you gonna do, man. Gant,
Carson Wentz is playing like absolute garbage. Like I said earlier, that first half of the game was just horrible. The touchdown that was called back, I hated that call. But he has no real chemistry with JJ. I don't understand what the hell they're doing in practice, but obviously Wentz can get along with Addison and Naylor. Hawkinson had a bad touchdown drop. I don't know what's going on with his hands. Anthony says Minnesota are hit and miss right now. Yeah, but the defense, Brian Flores is probably one of the best defensive coordinators in the league right now. He just doesn't get the credit he deserves. I don't know. I think
I
good
agree.
point. Good points. Double A.
I think, I truly just think that they're too inconsistent, wishy-washy. The defense is the only thing that keeps them in games right now. McCarthy, it's not that I don't think he's ready. It's that he hasn't had the time to grow in that offense. He hasn't had the time to be able to understand that offense because you drafted him, you made him sit behind Sam Darnold. You got him, you let him start, he gets hurt, and now Wentz is out there playing like a bum, but he's hurt and he can't do anything. So like, he's losing the 2 years of his NFL career to do anything. Like, so I get it, but at the same time, it's incredibly hard and frustrating to do anything. And you know, JJ's JJ's getting flustered and stressed out because he's double teamed and getting shitty balls thrown to him. The other guys are open, but they get crappy balls, so they can't do anything with it. I mean, They're the other hidden piece that I think a lot of people forget to realize, their O line isn't healthy. Their O line hasn't been healthy, and they got a bunch of old dudes on O line. I think their youngest dude is always hurt, but that's their superstar if you put them in air quotes. So it's just tough. Like I mean, they're just too. They're the epitome of what inconsistency is.
Good points, man. And now we gonna move on to the final team that we talk about, the Detroit Lions. Gantman.
Oh, you would do that to me.
Right now, I see Detroit as a juggernaut offense, but a maligned defense. Like, I see where to attack Detroit, how you should attack Detroit, but you don't want to go into it being predictable. And I think that's the hardest part of it all. I think Detroit looks great on offense. And if you allow yourself to fall behind, that's when you really screw yourself because then you allow Detroit to just come directly at you with the pass rush. And I think that's the strength of the defense. The ability to say, we know you have to pass it. I'm not ready to just hand them the division yet because of what I'm seeing from Chicago. But like I said, I think those are the two that's gonna fight for it.
Good points. Good points, man. Um, Detroit. I'm gonna be brief, man, because I know my brother got a lot to say, and I'm gonna give him most of my time. Detroit, man. I mean, they can show off, and then when they play the tough teams, what's up, man? Have that same show offness, man. You do it against this team, but you can't do it in this team, man. You probably got one of the best runner, probably the best running back in the NFL. We could argue about it, but Amir Gibbs, man, his explosiveness is dangerous, man. But that defense, man, I think it could be a little better, man. And with that, Double A, get it off your chest.
All right, let me just hit you with this. Um, we are an offensive juggernaut. Thank you, Gam for that lovely, beautiful comment. I love you. Appreciate you, Tribal Chief. Um, what I'm gonna say though is, I understand everybody is like gaga over the offense. That's cool. We could be inconsistent at times. Cool. Name an offense that's not inconsistent. I'll wait. Oh, that's right. You can't. Got it. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is you're supposed to not have not your number one safety. Oh, our number two safety's wrongfully suspended because he acted out off of getting trashed on. I ain't gonna get into that. Go watch last week's episode. Um, However, top two safeties gone. Okay, cool. We don't have our over the top guy. Oh, we don't have our number one corner. He's hurt. Oh, we don't have our number two corner. He's hurt. Okay, so four defensive starters. Got it. Oh, our another corner's hurt. Our slot corner. Oh, so five starters. Okay, cool. So let's see. Oh, another cornerback got hurt. So that was six. And then a linebacker was hurt. So that's seven. Seven starters. How many starters? Gant and Wells. How many starters are on defense, please? Educate me. 11, right? 11. So we had five starters, and let me tell
I
you
said,
those five
hold on,
starters.
hold on. I said the same thing about Buffalo, and like you said, next man up.
Hold
That
on,
ain't an
hold on, hold
excuse.
on,
That's not
hold
an
on,
excuse.
hold
You
on. I'm
can't
not done.
use
I'm not. No, no, no,
injuries.
no, 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 no. I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm gonna flip you. I'm gonna go right. I knew you were gonna say that.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
flip you though. My Detroit Lions did play the next man up mentality. They showed exactly why depth matters, why you got to play your heart out for your coach, and why getting the right pieces at depth matter. I bet you couldn't even name some of those guys that made damn good plays last night. And they were balling, they were electric, they were flying fast to the ball, but they were doing it the right way. I cannot tell you time and time again, the more I watch Detroit's offense, or defense, excuse me, my bad, the more I watch their defense, the more I think back to last season. Aaron Glenn was grooming Kelvin Shepard for this moment. Kelvin Shepard took everything he learned last season from Aaron Glenn, continued that growth, but put his own spin on it. And he knew he had to get them linebackers involved, he had to get the pass rush involved, and he had to get the cornerbacks. So the cornerbacks don't have to be, oh, we don't need the big name stud. We don't need no Sauce Gardner. We don't need J.C. Horn. We don't need all of these elaborate cornerbacks. If we get the right pieces, you don't have to have a corner guard for 7, 8 seconds. At most, an NFL cornerback should have to guard for 4 or 5 seconds. At most. And that's why their pass rush is so amazing. You cannot tell me Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil coming back was so huge. Tyreek Williams has been coming on like crazy. The biggest thing that they need is an other side pass rusher, and they will get there. But when you got Derek Barnes who's playing his ass off, Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, come on, that is a great group. They will get there, they will get healthy, and by golly, they are going to be dangerous. I'm telling you guys, that defense is not the same defense as last year. We make it to the NFC Championship game again, it's going to be a different story. And I say if because I truly think there's only 2 or 3 teams that are going to get in our way, but I'm not scared of them. I will take Detroit's team over anybody in the NFL. If we play that Kansas City game over with a different officiated crew and they don't have a hard on blowing Mahomes, that game is different. I'm telling you. It's going to be a new season. It's going to be a new resurgence. Detroit is not the same old Detroit Lions that everybody wants to sit back and claim. And anybody that wants to say, I got a song for you, I can't play it, but go look up Welcome to Detroit City.
Get your rant off your chest.
Oh, I'm just glad you just all lucky. Everybody in the NFL lucky they on a bye week. Because they about to get healthy and then your ass is getting some kneecaps taken. Okay.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm gonna go on my little quick rant, man. Just two things, man. I'm gonna rant about my team real quick, man. You have to get Josh Allen an elite talent, man. He needs a wingman. And the reason what's holding you back is that elite talent, man. If you look at every quarterback when they win a Super Bowl, they have somebody elite. Name me one that doesn't. Patrick Mahomes had one. Brady had somebody elite. You need somebody elite, man. And please make a freaking trade. Do something, man. You got Josh Allen, man. I say he's the best quarterback because look what he's doing it with. He's doing it without an elite talent, man. Get him some elite talent. It shouldn't be this hard, man. And my second rant is the NFL and these referees, man, and the consistency. Can somebody We've been watching football year after year after year. Why have we? I've been watching it for over 40. Again, you've been watching for over 40. We've been watching football, so we know football. Why are we still questioning what the hell is a catch, man? What the hell is a catch? When the ball don't hit the ground and you still call incomplete. What the hell is a catch, man? I'm so tired of referees playing a factor in the game. It's too much money invested for these part-time referees. Just want to get camera time? What is it? What is a catch, NFL? Why am I still questioning what the hell is a catch, man? What is a catch? I'm tired of it, man. Get consistent, man. Stop with this BS. Let these dudes play, these millionaires. Let them play. The ball don't hit the ground. We see it. Our high definition screen TV see it. It didn't hit the ground. It's a freaking catch. Come on, man. I'm afraid that it's gonna be one of our favorite teams. We're gonna be in the playoffs, and they're gonna come down to a freaking referee call, and it's gonna be some bullshit because we done seen it. We didn't seen it with Dez Bryant. We didn't seen it with Megatron. We didn't just seen it this past weekend with Hawkinson. It's bullshit. Why are we still talking about what the hell is a catch? Gant man.
I'm highly disappointed in the NFL right now. I'm disappointed because we don't have a level of consistency along referees. Some referees call pass interference, holding, and illegal contact different from others, and I think it's hurting the game. I'm disappointed with the non-contact with the CBA, and that has something to do with the players not wanting to get hit. But I'm like, that's why tackling is so poor. If we have a practice squad, I believe that we should have guys that are out there to be tackled. Maybe wear extra gear. I don't know. But I also feel like certain players don't want to wear certain pads. I think if you don't want to wear your pads, you should be fined in practice and games. I want teams to celebrate touchdowns more. I don't like the fact that people say the NFL stands for no fun. I want to score. I want to rub somebody's face in it. I want to see somebody try to hang 100. That's where I'm at right now. Damn sportsmanship. Leave sportsmanship for high school. If I can score 100, I will. Fuck your feelings. Walk it off. Get better. Do something different. I'm calling out the whole NFL. My man Anthony said the game is getting soft. I think it's been soft.
And that's just my biggest thing, man. We can sit up here, man. We talk about our favorite teams, yo, this, and that. Come on, man. As a football fan, man, it's two things I shouldn't be watching. Like I said last week, when we sit up here and pay our money for all these different streams to try to find a game on this day. You got a game in this day, in this country, in that country. And I'm sitting up here. I shouldn't be watching referees interfere with the game, and I shouldn't be watching trash. I shouldn't be watching cornerbacks stand there and just watch the court. Come on, man. These players make millions of dollars, man. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, man. And we have to pay for it. So when we pay, we're not gonna sit up here and pay for a trash sandwich. We see that sandwich is trash. We're gonna pay for it. No, we shouldn't be paying for it. So we sit up here and pay for our cable, pay for our streaming. We shouldn't be watching trash when they sit up there and make millions, man.
I agree.
Unacceptable, man. Yeah, man. Closing thoughts.
Right now,
Take us away.
I just want to thank everybody for coming through. I would like to see y'all be more, have more to say in the chat. I don't think we reached 100 comments. It kind of let me down tonight. But we didn't have a big crowd tonight for whatever reason. But hey, I hope everybody enjoyed us. We'll be back next Tuesday with another NFL recap. I will see y'all live Thursday night where we have the Chargers and Vikings. God bless y'all. Y'all be easy. We'll be back next week. One love.